Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ruettram. I can never get this right, Jered. Help me out. It's your world and all.
Ruettram.
Yes. Take it away, Jered.
Yes. Okay. So, at the end of the last game, which for some of you is going to be about, I guess, 2 weeks ago. For some of you others, this is just going to be the next installment. So last time, our adventurers finally decided to go and see the mayor. And in doing so, they got to interact with a few of the locals. Some went to stores, others decided to go check out the taverns. But our investigators decided to finally go in and talk to the mayor, where they had a very interesting conversation with the guard that, for a better term, is primarily a mercenary. And so we will start our game a few minutes prior to our players walking into the mayor's abode, with the mayor sweating and pacing in his very, very ornate, let's just call it a throne room, because really that's the kind of feeling he's trying to present. And all around him are his thugs and his workforce, and they're kind of just looking at him going, "Boss, what's wrong, boss?" And his arms are up in the air, and his jowls are spittles going everywhere. "I don't know what I was thinking. I asked for an investigation team, and they sent one. Now, what happens if they find something that they won't like? I'm going to be on the chopping block for that, or a fine at least." And one of the thugs got a very ornate scar across his face, looks over and goes, "Why don't we just kill him? It'll be easy." Mayor turns around and glares at him. "Are you trying to get an entire Inquisition sent here?" No, they wouldn't send an Inquisition. You're right. No, they would send an investigation team, a full team. Do you know what those teams do? And at this point, the entire group of thugs are all shaking their heads. "No, boss, we don't know what that is." "Well, I can tell you. When I was a young man sent to the capital at the academy, I happened to be at one of the local bars when a thug, pickpocket, who knows what, decided to shank one of their lead investigators. Next thing you know, less than a week later, the entire district is swarming with over 100 investigators led by a master investigator. Peons, it didn't matter what crimes were committed. If it had anything at all to do with any kind of law that's on the books, they pulled them aside, figured out if it had anything to do with that murder, and moved on. Those badges they carry is kind of a life lock alert. As soon as one of them goes down, their little books in their temples, in their strongholds go off. And the next thing you know, you've got your entire town full of guys looking for things and excuses to write you up on. So no, you are not killing them inside the city. And then a knock on the door comes, and his seneschal pounds on the door. And this is where our teams start up again. So we have Jessica. You are in charge of this here operation. So what would you like to ask? Anything at all? I mean, he's sitting there on his throne. You can see the goons lounging about in this very ornate throne room. There's no better word for it.
I'll pull the punch. GM, what was our mission again? A lot has
were
happened to some of
asked-
us.
Yeah.
It's been a week or two.
Okay, so you were originally sent here because there are miners who have been dying in the quarry, and the mayor's contract with the miners guild strictly states that the only reason they can stop is if there is safety involved, and the death of miners is a big safety issue, so his hands are tied. So the only thing he could do was either send his own guys in to figure it out, which he may or may not have done, or he has to request aid from the local constabulary, basically. And you guys were the next group up, the next detectives, if you will, to be in line. You were the short straw in a way. The note that was sent was very, very pompous. He didn't so much ask as he demanded that a crack team be sent, so you all were sent. On your way in, you guys ran into the Druidic Order who, or I should say, their own questing crew that were sent also because animal attacks were going up. So as this has happened, you all ran into Druid Henry, and that was about 2 days ago. You haven't seen him for 2 days, but instead of going and looking for him, you all decided that it was time to check out the town. And so now you're in the mayor's abode after a 2-day delay, and there he is, legs up on his little chair, his giant axe sitting next to him, and a group of thugs, because there is nothing more that you can call these guys. They stick out like sore thumbs. They're the unwashed in a very clean area. They do not seem to fit, but they definitely seem to be waiting for the mayor's approval for something. I mean, they're literally eating the food off the trays and tables. The help is staying away from them, but every now and then one of them kind of like begrudgingly brings a platter of food and drink over to one of them. They treat it more like a tavern than the nobles' place of power.
Okay, so we were brought here specifically for the miners and not what's going on with the animal attacks.
Correct. You and Jeff's character, yes, have been brought here specifically to deal with the miners' deaths and disappearances. They're basically striking. They seem to only have one leg to stand on, and that is work safety from a external source. You did manage to pick that much up off of the guard outside before coming in here. He's expecting fabulous results within like 24 hours type of deal. And he's definitely like trying to present himself as the more higher power here. Even though, because he has called you in, you have basically free reign to investigate anything that you think is tied into this, no matter how loosely. So what would you, I mean, you've got him now. You can ask him questions. You can clarify your purpose here.
Yeah, so I point out, it's like you have more than one problem going on here, Mr. Mayor. Not only are your miners in danger, but your farmers are being attacked by wild animals.
That's that damn druid.
No,
it's all his fault.
It's not.
He's the one controlling the animals. Oh, do you know any other creatures that can control animals like him? Tell me, lady.
And what are you doing about that, sir?
Oh, my men have looked into it, but he points over to a few of them.
Your men are
some
here.
of them, Some of them got wounds. Yes, and the town's important. The farmers, so long as they produce their crops.
Why?
No one has brought anything to me about animal attacks. And I'm telling you, it's the damn druid. It's all his fault.
If no one brought any reports of the attacks, then why are you assuming it's the druid? With all
Like I
respect.
said, do you know any other person here who can control animals? We didn't have any animal problems until that damn druid started complaining about our expansion. He doesn't see my brilliance, I tell you.
Wouldn't the druid
All
have...
they want to do is hug trees and keep the animal kingdom happy and fluffy.
So
Ha.
why would they have the fluffies kill them each other? If he wasn't happy with your expansion, why not have the controlled wolves, as you said, attack people,
And not
livestock?
cattle.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Ha! I'm not here to make sense to you all. I'm here to make a profit. With the mine down, my contacts in the capital. Did I tell you that I have contacts in the capital? They are waiting, pacing for that beautiful marble right outside the parlor there.
And our superiors are waiting on our report about the actions of, shall we say, the movers and shakers in this town. Of course, we started with yours truly, being the most important person here.
Of course you have. You came to the right place. I'm telling you, it's the damn Henry. But if I see what you're saying, boys, go talk to some of the farmers, find out what they know. I want these two fine investigators to actually be doing their job at the quarry. You see, they all kind of like have this deer in the headlights kind of look like, what? You want us to do what? And he kind of like shooing motion. They all seem to get the idea, and they all kind of go out a side door. So, what can I do for you all? What can make this go quicker? Because the sooner this whole problem is dealt with and Henry is behind bars, the sooner I can get the quarry back up and running.
Well, it's going to take as long as it takes. We'll do our investigation as thoroughly and as expediently as we can.
Good.
Do you have
Yes.
any immediate competition in the region? Someone that would benefit by your quarry being shut down?
Competition. No, I contracted all the competition in the area. Didn't just buy them up. They're all under contract. You know, the good kind of contracts. They can't do anything against me until that contract is fulfilled.
So there's no political or mercantile reason that you know of, Mr. Mayor, that would benefit anyone to interfere with the quarry itself.
I own the quarry. The men are under my contract. The Tradesmen's Guild here I own 70% of. The Jewelers and Stonemasons Guilds I also own a majority share of.
I'd like a copy of that contract, Mayor.
I can't give that to you. You do not have
Why
the
not?
right. You have no reason to. My contract.
I am here investigating your mine, sir.
Yes, the mine. The mine has nothing to do with my personal contracts with the people here in town. They are not business contracts, you see, with the mine. They are personal contracts.
True, sir, but point of fact, the quarry is a business owned by yourself, like you said, 70%. If something is amiss in the paperwork, then that would be an easier way to trace, as I suspect, some sort of rival or some underling that is, shall we say, unhappy with the current arrangement. However, while you take your time to prepare those important documents for our inspector,
I want a diplomacy check from you, Jeff, for that.
Can I go with intimidation? Because I'm trying to be Spock to her Kirk, like, you know.
Okay,
just go
yes,
like
that I will allow.
I'm kind of deferring to her with the, you know, like, you don't want to piss off, you know.
You can definitely do that. Let me.
Okay, thank you.
Give me that.
As soon as I find my
I also
character.
want to aid him with, you know, the more that you are willing to cooperate, the better it looks for you.
Sooner we're out of your hair.
Go ahead and just roll a regular d20, 11 or better, and you succeed. Low, you fail in helping out.
6 total. That's for me. I guess waggling my fuzzy wolfy eyebrows are not really getting any point across. Not really sitting on a private army of mercenaries.
No, I rolled a 10.
So
not that it would have helped anyway.
Both of you are starting to sweat. You have tried to push your point across. You've tried to alleviate some of leverage some information, as it were, and he's not budging. He is standing on the thought of that he is in the right, you have no right, and the only legal means that you have to really persuade him is to have a letter of intent written up by your superior and delivered.
I know legal stuff. Trying to pull some suggestions that my inspector boss will enforce. With my lore of legal skill, I'm just seeing, not a loophole, but if there's something that I can pin him on, it doesn't have to be direct. Like I said, he's probably in the right, but if there's something that I can...
So with that 21,
yes,
your brain is switching into overdrive because he's stonewalling you. But you also know that he would not actually have any of these contracts in his possession. They would be kept at either the local
so we could
Bardic College.
We could possibly go down there and, spread a little...
The local Bardic College. Or if the local college didn't feel comfortable keeping it, it would be sent to his Council of Strength, in this area, whoever was the head of, to get council approval.
Privately, player to player, Inspector, do you want to... you think we should go check out the quarry, or do you want to follow the legal trail since it kind of came up? I guess we should actually go sniff around the actual... Get it? What I did there? Sniff around. The actual quarry before we just suddenly it's got to be the butler did it, right? So...
Yeah, no, we'll hit the quarry first.
Yeah, I mean, we met plenty of meat shields recently, so let's go to the quarry. All right.
True.
Meat shields.
I mean, new friends to help us do our job, yeah.
Well, they have their own job to do.
Yeah. Remind me, though, like, he pointedly sent them out to talk to the farmers. We might want to tell our new friends that might be interested in his protection, like they don't go silence some farmers. We haven't told them that we spoke to a farmer. So I'm curious if we can, sorry, Jenkins, may he rest in peace, but, we can catch him in that crime if he goes and starts myrtleizing farmers, right?
Right.
Little bite marks. I might have actually fed him a suggestion. If they start, like, killing people with claw marks and stuff, I might have actually made this worse. But hey,
you could very well have. And for those of you who remember, on the last time we had the little opening, Henry was actually under attack by something, and you guys decided to take a rest instead. So you completely missed an opportunity.
What? We walked off while he was getting mauled? What?
Basically.
That's so not how it went, but
Oh, that's not how it went.
he's like, Henry's been missing. Do you go check on him? We were like, no, we go see the mayor.
Well, Sparkle's the druid that can like make roses bloom and scorch and etc. Like I'm pretty sure he could handle himself. I just,
Yes,
he wasn't
but
our prime.
I'm just giving you a heads up of this is how I, when you guys do or say stuff, I keep notes.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't help that I remind you. I guess I'm going to shut up now. Anyway.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, boss.
So,
stop me from talking, boss. What should we do?
yeah. Here's the lollipop. Suckle this.
Yeah, I'm DM too long.
So, while you guys are going on, we have a situation at the Ancestors Rest. And this, we are now going to introduce Samantha and her character. So Samantha, why don't you introduce your character real quick and let us know what you're playing, and I will fill in the blanks as we go.
So my character's name is Minori, and I'm playing an Oracle Kin.
Okay, and as she is with the Oracle, she's filling in the third council slot that we will now eventually have in our party as part of a member of the Council of Wisdom. Minori, is that how you wanted it pronounced?
Yes.
Okay, well, Minori was sent here to clean up the Ancestral's Rest. The mayor was obligated, persuaded, pressured to make a Ancestors Rest. The Ancestors Rest is a combination of what you will get as a kind of a religious spot and kind of like Japanese temple of reflection, and where the locals would come to ask for guidance, a chance to maybe interact with their ancestors, and just get the local kind of equivalent of, should I do this? Should I not do this? A combination of religious and spiritual guidance from a council member of wisdom. And normally they wouldn't send a junior member out here, but they knew that this was going to be a problem area, so she was sent out here to kind of reconnoiter, see what kind of mess and problems the mayor has set up, because these areas of rest have to be designed very specifically. Like, you go to your local Council of Wisdom and you go, hey, I want to make a Ancestors Rest for my people, and they give you a few blueprints. Well, let's just say he really screwed up the blueprints. He kind of put the statues in the wrong places, the tiles aren't correct, the gardens are not what they want, the benches are of course there, but they're not like cleaned. It's like the guy just quickly,
Threw it together.
And if you jump over to the map that says Ancestors Rest, you should see your character there, hopefully, and possibly the whole area. And the rest of the party, if you guys want to jump over here and see what's happening, let me know if you can see it or if you can't see it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about the map selection at the top.
Yeah, we're all Merca.
Left of the, next to the mill, hopefully. Let me know if you can see that there.
All
Samantha.
I have is Mercia.
Oh, okay. It's probably because I haven't.
We're in Merca. Mercia.
Let me activate
Like a
it.
merc.
Let me see if that
There you
helps.
go. Now I can see it.
You do not have any token with vision in this scene.
But can you see it? Let me ask you that. All right. Well, I can fix that then. I have a token. I hear you. I hear you. Token vision. Let me turn that off. And fog of expedition. How about now?
Yeah, something. I can see a statue of a skeleton. Nice courtyard. Ooh, a lovely fountain.
Yep. So,
Sorceress. Must be our new oracle.
you can kind of put your character where you want. I just kind of threw it in there so you knew that you were there.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes. So you were sent here to fix it up, and you've only been here about a week, and you've already are having trouble getting help working on it. All the the labor force is locked down at the mine, the local mine. The town is very much black and white. The people who have come in recently, who are all seem to be friends of the mayor, are all in the newer part of town. Many of the locals, if you have, since you've probably had time to wander, they're not doing very well. A lot of them seem to have been forced to sign agreements to help out with the new farms, and or send their able-bodied men and women to the mine to help out. They say that they've signed a contract, which is normal, but they don't seem to like to talk about it. You're, like I said, you've only been here about a week, and you're already kind of upset because the place that he has been told that he has to provide you to stay isn't really up to your expectations. It's literally like the back closet of the tavern. You know, it's he's only going so far. He's not even going towards the spirit of the agreement that he has with the Council of Wisdom. And so you spend part of your day here trying to clean up and what you can without the workforce. And like I said, the tile, the flooring, the everything, the only thing that is actually semi-correct is the fountain. And everything around you, though, seems to be kind of askew or out of place.
Okay.
Is there anything you would like to do? I mean, you like I said, you've got a few people around that you could talk to, but for the most part, like I said, the town is kind of almost deserted, except it's not. You get that feeling, let's just say.
Well, I would probably, the few people that are around, try to get their assistance in making this place proper.
Okay. Elderly couple is walking around. Would you, and I'm guessing you're going to go talk to them then.
Sure.
Oh, dearie. How are you? What can I do for you this morning? I'm here to talk to my ancestors, maybe get some help for my stupid grandson.
Always welcome. Hopefully your ancestors will be able to listen and give you some guidance.
That would be great. We've come in from one of the older farms and we're not having much help, much use out there. And my grandson came in here looking for work and we can't seem to find him. He said he signed up for at the Miners Guild, but the Miners Guild has got their doors shut down here. Do you know anything about that?
I don't know much. I haven't been here long myself. But what I do know is most of the townspeople seem to have signed contracts to work and have all gone off to do whatever job they've been asked to do.
Yes, the mayor, we thought we had it bad with his father, but with him, it's like 2 times worse. He sent contractors out to our farms. He offered us some pay and for our space, but we told him no. It's been in our family since we came out this way. The old man was like, yeah. So, as they're talking, I would like you to make a perception check for me, please.
Okay.
And you can do that either on the main page. It should be there. There should be a way to just either click the die or drag it out. There you go. All right, a 14. You don't see anything, but since this is kind of like a holy place to you, even though it's not fully done and has not been consecrated yet, the team hasn't come here to do that yet.
Mm-hmm.
You do know when something hostile has kind of entered the area. You can't pick it out yet, but you're getting bad vibes coming from kind of all around you currently.
Okay.
What would you like to do? you've got these old couple and a few others walking around. Nothing out of place, though.
Well, I don't think I'm going to get much help from the elderly couple to begin with. So, if I gain any information, I will let you know. But for now, I will let you go commune with your ancestors, and I myself will get back to work.
What? Okay, thank you, dearie. Thank you.
And
Is
I guess
this
look around, see if I can figure out where this feeling is coming from.
okay? Go ahead and then make a perception check then, or a search action.
23.
Okay, you are getting really bad vibes from both the left and right of your current placement. There's many of them, so you're thinking maybe 5 or 6 of them currently. It feels really off, like it's not natural, so to say.
Okay, well, I will go off to the left, I guess, and see what I can see.
All right. So, if you click on your character and drag, you should be able to move them with the shift button, if I remember correctly. Or is it the control button? Yes, it's the control button. And once you get to where you want to go, hit the space bar, it will go directly there. So you can move, I believe, 25 feet.
I believe so.
Well, that's interesting. So, as you're going over there, you're hearing rustling. And doesn't sound like an animal, though. You're hearing kind of like stone on stone and the occasional, like, gelatinous plop.
Oh, lovely. Do I see anything or just hear?
You're just hearing it right now. Nothing. Nothing really stands out, but it's definitely giving you the creeps. You're getting kind of like I said, the vibe is getting worse. It's telling you shouldn't probably be here. But at the same time, this is supposed to be your sanctuary almost.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not good. You get the feeling that maybe you should be telling these people to get out of here and to ask for help from other people, to go find help, because you just got this bad feeling that maybe this isn't enough for you to do by yourself.
I was just going to say, I will call back to anybody that happens to be in the room that we might have an issue if somebody could go find some aid.
Okay. And now we will jump over to our other party, who are in the tavern currently, having a deep discussion about the druidic orders and, the benefits of being a part of the druidic order, the monasteries of the druid, the monasteries of the trees, and how that can help the people around here. And at the same time, I think our bard is probably trying his best to ignore all of this conversation, but
I'm intently listening and taking notes.
Okay.
I was my mission by the Bardic College was to study the information exchange with the Grove.
Yes. Okay. So you're like I said, it's a tavern that has been updated recently, but updated really well. But you're also starting to see that the people here aren't exactly what you would be expecting. Most of these people seem to be newly arrived, probably haven't even been here longer than a month. But they all seem to talk highly of the mayor. So with that information, what would you two like to do? And in fact, who all is with us over at the tavern? We have the bard, of course, Dallin. We have our druid, Douglas, and I believe Ferrum is over there also. So you all are in there. Are you guys doing anything? Are you looking for anything? Or are you just drinking away your afternoon?
Well, I am always paying attention to everything that's going on about me.
Okay.
I very seldom miss anything, like the guy over there that's playing cards and he's got some up his sleeve.
Okay, give me a perception check. Are you going to do anything about that?
Oh, no, I'm just going to pay attention.
Okay. Ferrum, do you want to do anything?
I'm watching Douglas.
Okay.
I got a 16.
Okay, yeah, the dude is definitely a card shark. He's definitely got more cards up his sleeves than are in the deck. But everybody at the table seems to be having good fun. They're all seeming to be playing the same game of see how much wool we can pull over each other's eyes. Now, as that is happening, the doors bang open and an elderly man comes wheezing in. There's something happening at the Ancestors' Rest. God, I'm too old for this. Yeah. The lady there has asked, oh man, I think I'm having a heart attack. Can anybody help me? I need an ale.
Get the man an ale.
He's definitely out of breath. He's definitely sweating. He's definitely moved more than he probably should have. And you hear about the Ancestors' Rest, and someone's asking for help. What do you three want to do anything about that?
I think we're going to, or at least I'm going to approach the gentleman and ask if there's anything I can do. Is he okay? Maybe.
Douglas, I might interject for 1 minute there before you go and approach that man. Is this in the scope of what the Grove sent us here?
Maybe not. But
I think they're animal attacks. At least, I think she's had animal attacks. I don't know. I'm pretty sure she's had animal attacks.
Well, that sounds like our wheelhouse.
I'm thinking. And where might we find these animal attacks, good sir?
The Ancestors' Rest. 4 blocks that away. And he points about east of your current location.
North, south, east? You people ever heard of a compass?
He's like, that way. Almost 5 blocks, maybe 6?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I got it, city folk.
Half mile? What? As the crow flies, that way.
Yeah, it's a crow fries. Alright. Aaron pushes up from the table. Throws some coins on the top. You think we're about done here, Doug?
I think so. Sit down, my good man. Enjoy a pint. We'll take care of this.
Bless your ancestors. You hear that, bartender? 5 pints on their tab.
Whoa! Well, whatever. Flip the coin. Off we go.
All right. Meanwhile, as you guys over at the mayor's abode are also having conversation, the doors bust open and what looks like to be another member of the gang that just left comes running in, and he's got scratch marks on his face. There's another animal attack. This time it's over in the woods by the Ancestors' Rest. I ran into him, but figured I'd tell you, Mayor shit, sir. as he realizes there's other people in there.
Go on, man. Have people been hurt? I mean,
I don't know. I was heading over to the Ancestors' Rest to talk with the new lady of the ancestors, and I got bitten quite something. And he faints, and the blood just seem to not want to congeal. All the little scratches he has on him is kind of bleeding profusely, and the mayor's just like, ugh, someone help that fool up.
Sorry, what I meant to say
Would you two
was,
like to do something?
Damn it, man. Yeah, well, I'll run to his aid.
All right. You want to do a medical check?
Yes, sir. I do.
And Jessica, what would you like to do? I mean, this guy's barged in. Now you've got a clear example of what looks like to be a creature or a person that's been mauled. Ooh, a 1. Uh-oh.
Oops.
Oh my.
What? It's natural 20. I see a 20.
Oh, is that the 20? Okay.
Yeah,
All
you know
right.
his entire genealogy.
I was
Sorry, I wasn't on the.
I was like, I have a +0. Maybe you want to get in on this, boss. I'm thinking, and you're like, oh, a 1. It's like, I've killed him.
No.
Live, damn you, live.
You pull out your spare shirt and you're ripping it into strips, and yeah, these wounds don't seem to be clotting at all. It's very strange. At the same time, you see foreign objects that are in his wounds. They almost look like glass, but they're almost tinged red. And you're pulling this stuff out, but as you seem to be pulling it out, the wound seems to actually start clotting up as you're removing these pieces of glass. As you spend the next 5 minutes to hurriedly get this man stabilized, which you do, by the way. You've pulled out quite the assortment of little glass pieces out of his body. And you have saved a man. Congratulations. He would have bled to death, you have no doubt. So give yourself a hero point.
Wait. I'd like to take this moment to thank the Great Spirit.
Okay, what are you going to do? You're going to take the moment to thank the Great Spirit. Let's hear it. I mean, you critically succeeded at something you're very not trained at all.
I stuck my thumb in the hole that had bread sauce coming out, and I got honorable mention. Yeah. Oh, Great Spirit, don't let this wound close around my hand. We thank you for the bite marks leading in this investigation, dropping DM exposition at our feet so that we may follow the breadcrumbs towards your glory and this investigation. Thank you.
Okay, on your next roll, or your choice of your next roll, whatever you want, you may roll twice and take the greater of the two.
Thank you, Great
The
Spirit.
spirit of the wolf, the spirit of the wolf hears you.
Sweet.
And is impressed with your ability to deal with blood, as any good son of the pack should be able to. Not flinch away and still manage to bring a warm body, keeping it fresh for the next time you want
two hands on the compress, and then like pulling one hand away and look at my fingers, like the blood. Sorry.
Exactly.
Keep pressure here. Keep pressure here. Nurse.
Okay, so Jessica.
Yes.
I still make eyes at
What would you like to
Jessica
do?
like I don't know what I'm doing completely. Like I watched you.
Yeah, exactly. That's
watching.
why I'm giving you a lot, because you are untrained.
It seemed
and
natural.
you just rolled a 20. You had a better chance of hurting the man instead of actually stabilizing.
I'm an expert at chopping up people. I just did the reverse and went with it, and look, yay, win.
So,
That's funny.
Unchop.
Oh my.
I unchopped
yes,
him.
unchop. The undo chop button. Doesn't everybody have that? So no, Jessica,
Yes.
he's stabled. You have a direction to go. Is there
Yes.
anything else you would like to do, or are you going to run out the door and try to find out what's going on at the Ancestors' Rest?
As I'm leaving, it's I say something to the mayor. So much for no animal attacks, huh? Let's go.
He looks
And I-
flabbergasted. He's like his whole plan just got ruined. It's like, "Ugh." So, all right, you go out the door. Are you? I'm taking it you're jogging there. You're not gonna take the slow
No,
walk.
I'm going. Yeah,
Okay.
run.
I'm sorry, I can't leave my patient.
Very good.
Somebody see this man. I got this far.
Someone help this fool.
Probably-
I need
seriously.
this person.
I bandaged my hand to his neck. I can't leave him.
Yeah.
No, he's stabilized, Jeff. He just cut off your hand. You're good at that.
No, that's funny.
So we will put you.
I
there.
still love as the crow. He says as the crow fries. Like
Yes.
by the time dinner's done, we'll go north or whatever. I'm putting that on a T-shirt for Messina right now.
Very good.
I'm already on that. Actually, I can probably have that in a couple of days.
Sweet.
Is that better?
Yep.
Okay.
So
Sorry.
that's okay. Someone
All right.
someone take over here. I must go.
So, if you all are still on the map, which you are, as I can see that, find your characters. The druid group is in the south. The investigators are in the north. You will arrive in a certain number of turns. So, as Minori, aka Samantha, is dealing with this, you'll have a kind of an understanding of what's going on in this battle. I will let you know when you arrive, and when you do, you will have to figure out what you're doing and how you're going to best aid in this here encounter. So, are we back up there, Jeff?
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you start
All right,
if you start talking, I start recording. Like the stream doesn't pause. So the stream live will have to put up with some technical. But yeah. He says I'm
Very
actually
good.
recording this explanation, but yeah.
So, Samantha, if you are ready, if you go to your character sheet click on your character. And if you click on your character and then right click, you will see a thing that has in the column to the right of your character, there should be a thing that has sword and shields on it. If you click on that, that will be your initiative. That will get you into combat.
Active combat encounter?
Yep. That will get you into combat. So, oops, wrong button. All right. We are good to go. So we will now, if you go into the thing that has the fist in next to the little chat icon, the encounter thing is there, and you can roll your initiative and it will get you started. All right, very good. We will begin combat then. So all right,
That's a lot of dice.
wow, I didn't expect that to do that. All right, that was fun. If you are all keeping track, that's the number of monsters on the field. So, unfortunately, I believe you are last in turn order. So, we will have all the lovely minions going about and doing their thing. And I just told you what they were. Great, Jered. Good job. Way to go. Minions, for those of you who are thinking strategically, that should help you figure out how strong these things are.
Wait, so there are a bunch of yellow-looking potato men running around speaking nonsensical words?
Something like that. Yes, yes. Unfortunately, I will describe them once you run into them. So, Minori, it is your turn. So you can click your character, and it should give you. Let me do this. Actually, let me go back here. Go here. Token vision is on. Save changes. There we go. So, with your character selected, you will see your character's vision. So, as you can see, you have a few blind spots that you cannot see behind. But that does not mean that you can't spot something that is trying to be sneaky. So, if you would like to make a perception check to try to find something or to hear something, because these things aren't quiet, they just are very good at. Ooh, there you go.
24.
That'll do it. What's hiding in my sanctuary, you fool? I can smell you. All right, so you got that guy there that you can see. Now, this thing almost looks like a large house cat, except that it's made out of red glass. And the inside seemed to bubble, kind of like a lava lamp. It's very disconcerting. And like you said, you can hear it now that it's on stone flooring. It's almost like a tippity tap tap of glass on stone. So it has weight to it, but it does not look pretty at all. It is definitely giving off bad vibes. Something that is not natural, something that should not be in your sanctuary.
Yes. So I'm going to pull my crossbow.
Okay. So if you pull your crossbow, and if you hover over the monster and hit the T command, hit T, or it should make you target that creature. There you go. For me, it shows a little purple dot next to the thing saying that you are targeting that. So now if you roll to attack, it should. Oh, dang. You guys are on a family that critical stays together, right? Something like that. All right, so roll damage. That is an uber critical hit. Oof. Oh. Damn. 5 damage. Let's make sure that I'm doing it against the right thing. Damage. And minion takes the other points of damage. The minion is dead. And as he dies, his body explodes, sending shrapnel everywhere around you. Little glass shards that are dripping with this red ichor just everywhere. The place is a mess now. I mean, this stuff is just embedded everywhere. Okay. That then brings us to the top of the turn. So, you guys who are running up to this place, all of a sudden hear kind of like a detonation of squelching and shattering glass. As you hear what sounds like someone had just thrown a full bottle of Dallin Alderon's favorite booze against a wall. So, as we come back to the top of the combat tracker, it is now the next one. you hear more ticking of feet coming around. And they seem to be everywhere, but you can't seem to spot them as of yet.
Okay.
And this is the guy. Sorry, I'm having a issue with the combat tracker. All right, back to the top. This guy is dead. So I've just got to... All right, that's you. All right, there we go. All right, so clickety-clacketing. I want in perception checks from the rest of you, so I know where you fall in the combat order.
I got a 12.
And
I
I
got
just
10.
did that completely backwards. So hold on, hold your horses. You got to click. So I'm thinking like I'm doing this on tabletop. So let's start over so I can write these notes. All right. So Douglas, you are 10. Dallin, you are all 12. Jessica, gee, you guys need to stop rolling 20s. I'm going to be taking away your 20 privilege here in a second.
I got a 5.
Man, you don't count. You healed a guy you had no right to heal with an untrained medic
what
skill.
Was he supposed to bleed out and not tell us anymore? Oh, we got to...
Yeah, he was supposed to have this dramatic dying scene.
Death scene.
Someone send help.
Oh.
I got mauled at the... Yeah, he was supposed to have a dramatic death scene. So, you know what?
Well, maybe I just healed him back like to unconsciousness.
It's all right. The mayor's going to beat him up a little bit for failing his job, so it's all good.
How can I leave? The mayor pulls out.
Yeah, the mayor's not a good person.
Mayor pulls out the
We
cork.
hadn't guessed that.
Yes. So, we're back at the top of the combat round. And this guy is going to come around. And he is going to... a dash. Over there. Sees you, and you're going to be able to spot him because he's running. What in the heck is going on? He is now visible to you. So hopefully that will work.
It's the mad shadows going on this map. Is this like middle of the day?
Yes, middle of the day. So those are just, because they're very tall statues, you can't see around.
Yeah, line of sight. I got it.
Line of sight. That's what that's meant for.
Gotcha.
So, and that guy comes. So it is now back to your turn, Minori. You now have another one in your sights. He is, again, same, slightly at a distance as you saw him in the corner of your eye. Looked like a blood red cat. But now that you're looking at him directly, you can definitely see the geometric shapes that are made up of this crystalline creature. Dang.
23.
Man, hitting with another critical. Very good. Oops, did I just... Oh, I just applied that to you. That's my bad. Go ahead and bring yourself back up to full health. And... we'll see how that goes. He is definitely cracked and shattered in lots of places, but his body seems to still be intact. He's still moving about.
Okay, take another shot.
All right. Your shot goes wide, almost sort of looking like it's deflecting off of the glass construct really well. Its angles seem to be giving it a bonus to its AC.
Dang. Okay.
All right. That brings it to the next one. And okay, that's really weird. All right. All right, so brings it here. We'll move you there. You now see another one coming around the corner of the bronzed statue to your south.
Yep.
Which brings us to the next one. And the next one. Again, more attacking coming from all around you now. Even some sound to be coming from the other side of the wall.
That can't be good.
No, it normally isn't. All right, beginning of the round, we now have the Druid group, which is showing up on the road. If you guys would like to rearrange your location on that first green area, be my guest. However you want to move your characters around.
I'm good.
Yep.
Okay. So... well, this is... there we go. I'm going to have to... Alan, you were 12. Unfortunately, you're going to see a few more dice rolls because it won't let me just automatically put the numbers in that you gave me. So, but as I said, as you come in again, you heard the clickety clacking of glass on stone as you come up to this. Just it's a mess. Dallin, you can't think of a worse Ancestors Rest that you've ever seen. The statues aren't in the right place. They're not even in the right order. The tile work is completely not even. It's horrible. You could probably write papers on how bad this Ancestors' Rest is and what it should be and how it should be.
This is a travesty.
Yes, it is.
The Bardic College will surely hear of this upon my return. Start scribbling notes down, critiquing it grossly. Oh, right, but we were here for something else, weren't we, gentlemen? And then I'll put my notebook away and summon an instrument.
Right.
And that's all my actions.
So Minori, the blood creature, blood minion, comes running up at you that you shot at, and it is not happy. And it is going to strike at you with its bloody claws, its bloody crystalline claws. And miss horribly. As it swings at you, its claws just break off and crumble as it comes in contact with the stone floor as you dodge backwards. Brings us to your turn again.
Okay. Let's take a step away from it. And
Okay, that's one action.
shoot it.
And shoot it. Very good. That will be
16.
a 16 will hit. Roll damage.
4.
That will kill it.
Good.
It is dead now. All right. That will bring us to the next set of minions. And then after these next two, Farum, you are on deck. So this guy, this other clickety clacker, is going to up here. And move there. Come on. Of course you're not going to do it. There we go. All right, then the next one is... Ooh, he's got a choice to make. New friends down in the south or the same friend that started in the place? Friends down south sound more fun. And you're going to make a double move to there. Boom. You will see him because he double moved. All right, Farum, it is your turn. You see the most disgusting glass sculpture you have ever seen that looks like a tabby cat.
Oh, that looks horrible. Kill it. Right. Draw out my short bow, knock an arrow, and take a strike at this horrible thing.
Okay.
It's 60 feet away from me, so it's still within my first range increment.
Yep.
I roll. Yeah.
I roll.
Ooh, I roll a 19. That's 26.
Ah, you forgot to tag the dude. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
It's okay. That's actually a critical.
Oh, nice.
Because that's double his AC. Easy.
I like it. So I'll hit this critical button then. No. Do I hit T on him?
Yeah. Hover over. There you go. Very good.
Sweet. Have the damage. Pew.
Okay.
Very good. It's deadly. So it does 20 points of damage.
Your arrow goes through it and out the back end, and it explodes in shrapnel and blood. The effect is definitely more so than what your arrow should have produced, but it still looks cool.
Oh, of course.
You just don't want to be anywhere adjacent to that thing when it dies, it seems.
No, that'd be a horrible mistake. Do I see any more of these little ugly critters around?
Yeah, you can make a perception check.
All right. Perception. Roll. That's a solid 10.
Nope, you don't see anybody else around you.
All right.
There's no other skittery, clickety clacketing guys. You've saved the day.
As always.
But you should probably go hear what all that other fighting is about further north of you.
Will do. So that's my 3 actions?
Yes, it is. Do not know what's going on with the combat tracker. It changed all of your... That's irritating.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry.
No,
Apparently it reset everybody's initiative at the end of each round. So
it's a perception. Because I rolled a perception and reset my initiative.
Probably. Oh well.
Okay,
I'll go into the settings later and deal with it. So then it should be Dallin. It is your turn.
Okay, I will pull out my short bow.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to make a perception check?
Yes, I will make a perception
Let me see
check.
if that's actually what it is, or if it's something else.
Proficiencies. Oh, just use the top one, I suppose, eh? It's gonna make me re-roll my initiative.
Just go ahead and do it because the initiative order is already messed up.
12, same thing I got last time.
Okay.
And then I'm going to begin my Inspired Courage.
Okay. So you guys all get some Inspired Courage. That's a single action for you, or is that a free action for you?
Inspired Courage is a single action.
Okay.
So that's me.
All right. So you all get the Inspired Courage buff that is around you. And Douglas, it is your turn.
You are muted, good sir.
How far can I move on a free action?
Nowhere.
Okay. So if I move 25, is that one action?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to do that. 10, 15, 20, 25. I want to move to here.
Okay.
And
you spot one as you come up the way. He's sitting right there in the open.
Don't forget, if you're within 30 feet of me or 60 feet, I think it is actually.
Inspiring courage.
Inspire courage yourself.
Yes, make sure you activate that. You can drag and drop it on your character off of the dialogue. Out of the dialogue.
Did not. I forgot to do that. Thank you for reminding me, gentlemen. Oh, no. Try it again. Okay, we got it. Excellent. Okay, so I'm too far away to do anything. So let's see. What do I have for choices? Let's see if it pummeling rubble. Oh no, it's 2 actions. 2 actions. 2 actions. Okay. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15. I want to move here. And how did we do that with the move, measure it, and hit the spacebar? Oh, look at that.
Yes, there you go.
Perfect. And I think I'm going to stay there.
Okay.
Because I have a staff, I'm not within striking distance, so I'm going to sit tight and wait.
All right. Well, as you keep hearing more of this ticking across the floor, all around you, from the forest, out past the walls, sounds like there's more of them out there somewhere. And as Jessica and Arnu come running up to the back wall, you hear it also. They sound like they're everywhere. They sound like you hear these strange sounds that are coming from all around you. And I think this is where we're going to end it for the night, because it is 9 o'clock.
What? No.
The witching hour.
Boo. More swinging.
No? More swinging?
I only healed somebody. We got. Okay, fine. Fine. Good night, everybody. But we'll be back. We'll be back for the swinging and the stuff.
Good night.
Yes.
Right on.
More minions. More fun exploding blood shards of death. I mean, fuzzy cat-like creatures.
The great wolf spirit.
They don't sound fuzzy to me.